Okay, die Musik klingt so, als wäre hier nicht nur Leiche. Hier wohnen wahrscheinlich ein paar Monster. Achso, scheiße, ich bin rausgegangen. That's not good. 8 Meter. Das ist über mir und unter mir. Aber ich muss in den Keller. Das ist angenehm. Nicht.
I cannot enter.
Hallo. Jumpscare? Hoffentlich ist das kein Horror-Game. Ich möchte keine Horror-Elemente. So wie es jetzt ist, okay. Das ist ein Typ hier oben. Scheint wohl so. Angenehm. Ab der Kacke. Oh, geht ja in beide Richtungen.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Stand da dran der Tür FB7.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Eisentartrat? Mein Gott, medizinische Kenntnisse werden vermittelt. Der hat mir aber kaum Schaden gemacht, Gott sei Dank.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Yes, I want to go to the basement. The most important room in any horror game. Wow! Oh shit, ich hab auch irgendwas Schritte gehört, aber ich wusste nicht, dass da wirklich was kommt. Ich brauche mehr. Ich muss besser ausweichen. Damage! Gib mir mein Blut zurück! Das ist ein Gebeiße, ey. Wie in jedem Game ist das Wichtigste einfach auszuweichen. Wo kam der auf einmal her? Ich habe nur Schritte gehört. Tuk, 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 tuk. Ich mag den Knüppel mehr. Und die Schrotflinte. Nur noch höher. Wässrig reichhaltige Blutprobe. Genau das, was man abends braucht. Up in the basement. Wow, shit. Das war scary. Wow. Das war wirklich scary. Musste das sein? Jetzt habe ich Angst. Okay, es sind nur so ein paar Hunde. Sag ich mal.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Okay, muss aufpassen. Also, ich versuche die ganze Zeit die Waffe zu wechseln, aber ich glaube nicht, dass ich das in Combat kann. Das nervt. Nee, scheint nicht zu funktionieren. Irgendwie. Ja, man kann das nicht im Combat wechseln. Das ist sehr ärgerlich. Ich werde dann wahrscheinlich immer den Pflock nehmen und keine Fernkampfwaffen. Ich habe kein Blut. Ich bin sehr hungry. Er hat mich gesehen. Ah. Hallo. Er hat mich nicht gesehen. Ich bin noch nicht bereit, da reinzugehen. Hat er gerade geblockt? Kann ich das auch? Und ich ein bisschen, habe ich ein bisschen Blut? Ah, hier haben wir ja. Hier haben wir nicht. Kann ich ein bisschen Blut trinken, bitte? Ist nur ein kleines bisschen creepy hier. Muss er die Türen immer zumachen? Kann er sich offen lassen? Oh, eine Leiche. Schnell fortschreitende Pneumonie aufgrund Virus, Lungenverdichtung, spanische Grippe.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. It's locked, all right. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Experimente.
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung. Possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Oh, okay. Überdosierung. John Doe. Bring it on. er alleine oder? Sind zu zweit. Wir müssen ein bisschen was saugen. Das heißt, okay, es ist nicht die cleaneste Teleportation, die es gibt, würde ich sagen. Voll Vampire Fight. Ich hoffe, ich überlebe das. Das Anvisieren ist wirklich schlecht gerade. No. Wie kann ich ihn entkommen, wenn ich keine Energie habe? Das Anvisieren ist so schlecht gerade. Weil es immer doppelt. Nein. Ich muss die ganze Leichenhalle von vorne machen. Ich glaube, ich krieg jetzt alle Items doppelt. Das wäre sehr praktisch. Ich verstehe aber nicht, wie ich gegen ihn kämpfen soll. Give this to me. Er hat einen Schatten, ne? Ich kann mich heilen. Aber sein Schatten ist nur einmal. Sein Schatten. Bam.
These skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Das stimmt allerdings. Wenn ich sonst so ein mickriges Monster bin, ist es vielleicht auch besser. Mein Pflock ist meine Lieblingswaffe bis jetzt.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Muss ich wieder zurückkehren? Oh mein Gott, hast du mich erschreckt, Bruder. Also die tauchen immer aus dem Nirgendwo auf. Ich krieg dann nur so ein Sound-Cue, dass ich weiß, dass überhaupt was kommt. Da habe ich mich zu Tode erschrocken. Ja, die Machete. Noch mehr? Ich würde mich ja gerne entwickeln, aber ich komme ja nicht hier weg. Die sind alle gespawnt, ne? Aber es ist okay, weil dann kann ich ein bisschen XP sammeln. Oh, das kann beides treffen, das ist schon mal gut. Meine Fresse, ihr seid echt stark. Nachtschicht, die erste, ist ganz schön heftig. Ich hau mal schnell ab, bevor noch mehr in dieser Leichenhalle kommen.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackwood. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Wer war dieser Doktor, der gefällt hat? Wir heilen erstmal den Mortimer Goswick.
You have the right to disapprove of our methods, and you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Don't waste your time with me.
As for me,
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Da habe ich ja ihm schon geholfen, bevor. Er holt sich. Das ist gut, das ist gut. Wir kümmern uns um unser Schäfchen. Dyson. Wer war nochmal dieser verrückte Doktor? Tippets war das, ne? Okay, dann suchen wir ihn. Where are you? Schade, ich mochte den. Ich hätte nicht gedacht, dass er
Dr. Reed, any
einen
good
Behandlungsfehler
news to
macht. Das ist ja traurig.
Kokorin, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Ah,
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks. Maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
finde ich auch.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippets.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier, must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
Also wir helfen den
or
Gönnern.
politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
Wow. Erster
Oh,
Mordauftrag.
of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Mein Hauptcharakter hat aber ganz schön schicke, moderne Frisur dafür, dass er in so einem Jahrhundert lebt. Gab's sowas auch schon zu der Zeit? Das ist ja momentan Set.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk.
Renfield.
I'm good
Oh,
health.
nicht schlecht.
We'll be up again soon enough.
Renfield wird als Untoter wiedergeboren, wa?
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say.
Sie hat wirklich einen kleinen
years
Kopf im
compiling
Gegensatz
our
zu ihm.
bestiary.
Oder ist das nur die
I
Perspektive?
hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by
Das war eine
explaining what's
Perspektive.
amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
I'm your
My
man.
embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the scarlet nectar.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion.
Okay.
It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Condition. Okay, man könnte nicht einfach sagen, was so ist. Interessant, dass sie das als wie eine Krankheit behandeln. Okay. Aber ich wollte noch mit jemandem reden. Suche eine gewisse Dame.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings within the hospital?
I don't have time for such nonsense, Doctor. I've work to do.
Blackmail is a serious matter, Nurse Hawkins.
Everything is serious around here, Dr. Reed. Starting with patients who need me.
Are you certain? You seem nervous.
If you have something in mind, just speak up, Doctor.
Ja,
Otherwise,
okay.
stop breathing down my neck.
Ich brauche noch einen Hinweis. Gut, dann war es das für heute, bevor wir die Story jetzt weitermachen. Und ja, mal schauen, wie es weitergeht. War auf jeden Fall ein interessantes Game, aber sehr storylastig. Und das Combat ist okay. Ein bisschen stockend, sage ich mal. Also nicht gerade... Und sehr deprimierende Story.